Hello, love. How are you? Welcome home to Eden. This is Eve Christoph, your Love Life Muse. This is Eve's Eden, and we're making up new rules. Okay, so I find myself like I get involved in a really amazing, hot relationship, and it's awesome, and it's a miracle, and it's everything I ever asked for, right? But there's just one problem. I asked for monogamy. I asked for all this devotion, and then I have to return that, right? And I find myself not liking myself as the wife character, as the devoted character. Like, I'm used to thinking of myself as wild and free. That's what I love about myself. I'm wild and free, and I can love anybody as I choose because I'm free, you know. But that wasn't my prayer, to be more wild and free. My prayer was for more depth and commitment, right? Oh no. So this compromise comes up, this idea of having a deep commitment that has something called Yam month built in a couple times throughout the year. I think I spoke to you about this last week. Yam month, well, actually, there's a tribe in I think it's Australia, where everybody has their devoted partner, their husband, their wife, their person who's their co-partner in family and all that. But several times a year, they break into this big festival called the Yam Festival, which lasts for 2 weeks. And during this festival, anybody can sleep with anybody they've had the hots for all year and get out all of that tension, and also sort of bring more DNA switching around for the tribe, I suppose. and then they have this devotion. Again, they go back to their partner, and they don't do this sleeping around thing unless it's Yam Week. But I guess they kind of planned for Yam Week. So I was with this partner, we were thinking about the whole monogamy thing, and we thought, oh, let's put Yam month couple of times a year where we can go and do whatever we want during that month. You're free, you go to India, you go on a meditation retreat, you don't have to worry about bringing the other person, you can be with another lover, you can plan Yam Week to be with so-and-so. and see if that brings relief to the fear. As soon as we enter commitment, that this doldrum will come over us where we take each other for granted. And I mean, I feel so disgusted with myself that monogamy doesn't seem more sexy to me, like, because I know that's where real sexual fulfillment is when you love somebody and you know them so well that you're safe to go to these all new places, right? But I just don't like the idea of myself as the wife character, as the one who's presumed that I will be there, instead of them earning the right to be there with me, like, all the time. High maintenance girl, right? Oh, well, I guess that's true. But when I think about the Hmong women of China, I'm sure you've heard about the Hmong women, right? It's in the book Sex at Dawn. They talk about the Hmong women of China who have a flower room. In other words, the main problem with infidelity in the world is when women feel unsafe, that they will be called whores or they will be hurt, and no one's there to protect them, and no one's there to help them raise their children and actually love them, right, if they're sleeping with more than one man. But the Hmong people take care of all of these issues all at once in the way that they structure the whole thing differently. So get this, what they do is, all right, the father, when the women become pregnant from their many lovers, so you have a family compound, and in the family compound, the brother of the woman lives there with her mother and father, right? Or brothers. All the families are in this one compound, raising the little kids together. So she doesn't know. She has all these lovers. Her flower room is set up from the age of 13, and she can have anybody come into her flower room. But her flower room has 2 doors. one door to the outer street where her lovers come and go from, and one door to the inner compound, through which none of her lovers ever pass, because only her family is in the inner sanctum of the compound. Now, her brother, we know, is related to her. So the way they understand relation is through the brother. So the brother is the one who raises the children with her, and because they've been raised together their whole lives, there's already simpatico in this, right? Okay, so now, every man who comes and goes from her beautiful flower room to be her lover, well, he doesn't have the right to come again unless he's invited. He has no rights. He doesn't get to say, this is my girlfriend, she's mine now because I slept with her. No, he has to win the right to be invited back into her flower room every time he wants to come back in. So, okay, she can have 100 lovers in a month. She can have one that's her favorite. It doesn't matter. No one asks and no one cares. And well, maybe they care, but they do not pry into each other's business. That's a taboo question about, are you going to sleep with so-and-so? That jealousy is considered to be a form of deep illness in this society. Okay, so they don't have marriage, except for this deep bond between the woman and her brother who raised the children together, and her parents. So, and I was thinking about all of this, and I was thinking about, my own life and how I'm just scared of being, from doing these shows. Sometimes I get really, really horrible, scary hate mail, for the thoughts that I put out there. And I'm trying to shake it up, girlfriend, boyfriend. I'm trying to get you to open up the boundaries of who you are and just be truthful and honest about what you're looking for and what you need, and think of some creative solutions, because people are very lonely when they're raising their kids nowadays. They're working so hard. What if you just had two couples that four parents to a child, or to two children, who shared the responsibilities and gave each other days and nights off? That would help with our problem of global overpopulation right away, because it only takes 5 generations in that, if you have 2 children for 4 adults, for the population to go down to what we need it to be on the planet. Oh, these are just some creative ideas, right? And I am not trying to be right. As usual, I may be wrong, especially for you, but I'm trying to allow you, because I'm out here being creative in my thinking, I'm allowing you to have more conversations about solutions that work for you in a very, very wonderful way that other cultures have actually already figured out long, long ago. Look up the Hmong women of China, and I forget what region it is. It's a certain region of China. Okay? Wonderful. Much love. Love you, darling. Okay, love life.